Hello students, today we will start with basic trigonometry. Okay, so basic trigonometry. Now, what is basically trigonometry? Trigonometry originates from Greek word trigonon, which means triangle, and metron, which means measure. Now, trigonometry is basically a branch of mathematics which is concerned with relationships between angles and the ratio of lengths. Now, let us draw a right angle triangle. Okay, so this is a right angle triangle. This is point A, this is point B, and this is point C. Now, this is 90 degree. Angle BCA equal to 90 degree. And this angle is theta. That means angle BAC equal to theta, and this is an acute angle. Okay. Now, this side BC is known as the perpendicular. This one AC is known as the base. Okay. And this side AB is known as hypotenuse. Okay. Now, we should know a theorem known as Pythagoras theorem. Now, according to Pythagoras theorem, this is perpendicular. Say it's P. This one is the base. Let it be B. And this is the hypotenuse. Let it be H. So, according to Pythagoras theorem, perpendicular square plus base square, that will be equal to hypotenuse square. This means perpendicular square means BC square plus base is this one, that means AC square will be this one, that means AB square. I think this much is clear. Okay. Now, we will learn about 6 trigonometric ratios of an angle theta. Okay. Okay. Now we will learn about 6 trigonometric metric. Six, trigonometric ratios of angle theta. Now, sine of the angle theta, sine of the angle theta, now we call it sine theta. Then cosine of the angle theta, we call it cos theta. Then tangent of the angle theta, we call it tan theta. Then cosecant of the angle theta, we call it cosec theta. Then secant of the angle theta, we call it sec theta. And last is cotangent of the angle theta, we call it cot theta. Now, what is basically sine theta? What is cos theta? What is tan theta? What is cosec theta? What is sec theta? And what is cot theta? We will now understand. But before going into that, we should remember one thing. Now, I am writing some people have curly brown hair turns permanently black. Now, this particular line will help us to remember the ratio of the sides. That means sine theta is something by something, cos theta will be something by something. Now, this particular line will help us to remember that. Now, what is sine theta? Now, what is sine theta? Now, if I consider these ABC as the right angle triangle, now sine theta will be, now S stands for sine, that will be P by H, that means perpendicular by hypotenuse. So, P by H. Now, cos, C stands for cos, so it will be B by H, that means base by hypotenuse. Tan theta will be, T stands for tan, so it will be, okay. Okay. So, T stands for tan, so it will be P by B, that means perpendicular by base. So, sin theta will be P by H. Now, what is P? P is perpendicular, that means BC. So, it will be BC by hypotenuse, that means AB. Now, this is B by H, that means AC divided by H, that means AB. And this is P by B, that means perpendicular, that means BC divided by B, that means AC. Okay. Now, what is cosec theta? Now, cosec theta is just opposite of sin theta. That means cosec theta will be what? Now, sin is P by H. So, cosec will be H by P. Cosec will be H by P. Now, sec is just opposite of cos. So, it will be h by b, h by b, and cot is opposite tan, that is b by p. So cosec theta is h by p, that means h means hypotenuse, that means AB divided by BC. Now this is h by b, that means hypotenuse, that means AB divided by b, that means AC. And this is b by p, that means base by perpendicular, that means base is AC divided by perpendicular, that means BC. Got it? Now we will learn some reciprocal relation. Okay, let us learn some reciprocal relation. So we know about all the 6 trigonometric ratios. Now reciprocal means, now see here, now sine theta. Now what is sine theta? Sine theta is some people have, that means perpendicular, that means BC, divided by some people have, that means hypotenuse, that means P by H. I am not writing BC and AB. Instead of, I am writing this is P, okay, this is H written, and this one is B. Okay, so sine theta is P by H. And what is cosec theta? Cosec theta will be H by P. So if I multiply sine theta multiplied by cosec theta, multiplied by cosec theta, it will be P by H multiplied by H by P. That means it will be 1. That means sine theta, I can write this is 1 by cosec theta. Similarly, cos theta will be 1 by sec theta, and tan theta will be equal to 1 by cot theta. So if we do the calculation of these cos theta and sec theta like this one, we will come into this conclusion, cos theta equal to 1 by sec theta, and if we do the calculation of this tan theta and cot theta like this, we will come into the conclusion tan theta will be equal to 1 by cot theta. Okay, these are basically reciprocal relations. Now another thing we have to learn, that is, what is the value of tan theta in terms of sin theta and cos theta, and what is the value of cot theta in terms of sin theta and cos theta. Now we call it quotient relations. Now tan theta is equal to sin theta by cos theta. Now let us see. Now what is sin theta? Sin theta is equal to some people have. And what is cos theta? Curly brown hair. So if I write here tan theta in the left hand side, it will be sin theta, that means P by H divided by B by H, that means P by H multiplied by H by B, that is basically P by B. And what is tan theta? Turns permanently black. So this is one equation that we have to remember. Tan theta is equal to sin theta by cos theta. Similarly, if we do cot theta, now what is basically cot theta? Now cot of theta, that is equal to cos theta by sin theta. If you do the calculation, then cot theta will be equal to cos theta by sin theta. Let us do. Cos theta is basically b by h and sin theta is p by h. That means b by h multiplied by h by p. That means b by p. What is tan theta? Turns permanently black. That means, and what will be cot theta? Just opposite of tan theta. That means base by perpendicular. So cot theta is base by perpendicular. So cot theta is equal to cos theta divided by sin theta. Got it? Okay. So this is another thing that we have to remember, that we have to keep in our mind. This is. So one is tan theta is equal to sin theta by cos theta. Another one is cot theta is equal to cos theta by sin theta. Okay. Now we have to remember some basic things. Number one, some basic things we have to remember. Now these trigonometric ratios, as because they are ratio, they are basically one length divided by the other length. They are basically length of one side of the triangle divided by length of another side of the same triangle. So it has no unit. This is number one. And it is positive, always positive. Why positive? Because length of a triangle can't be negative. So trigonometric ratio possesses no unit and it is always positive. And length of the sides, one thing we should remember, we should keep in our mind, the length of the sides. Now while doing sums, the length of the sides, they should be in the same unit. They should be in the same unit. If length AB is in centimeter, then length BC should be in centimeter, length AC should be in centimeter. Okay. And another thing, this is another most important thing, sin theta is basically not equal to sin multiplied by theta. This you have to remember. It is applicable to tan theta also, cos theta also. Tan theta is not tan multiplied by theta. Cos theta is not cos multiplied by theta. Okay. Cosec theta is not cosec multiplied by theta. Cot theta is not cot multiplied by theta. Sec theta is not sec multiplied by theta. Okay. So this is all about basic trigonometry. So what we have learned? We have learned about Pythagoras theorem. Now what is Pythagoras theorem? Pythagoras theorem, we have to consider a right angle triangle. Then in that particular right angle triangle, perpendicular square plus base square will be equal to hypotenuse square. This is number one that we have to remember. Then we have to remember the 6 trigonometric ratio. That means number one is sine, then we have cos, then we have tan, then we have cosec, then we have sec, and last we have cot. Now we have to remember that particular line. Some people have curly brown hair turns permanently black. Okay. Now that will help us to write what is sin theta in terms of length of a triangle, what is cos theta in terms of length of a triangle, what is tan theta in terms of length of a triangle. And another two things that we have to remember. One is the reciprocal relation. That means sin theta will be equal to 1 by cosec theta, cos theta will be equal to 1 by sec theta, tan theta will be equal to 1 by cot theta, and tan theta will be equal to sin theta by cos theta, and cot theta will be equal to cos theta by sin theta. Now let us do a sum. Let us do a sum. We will do one sum and I will give you another sum that you can try, and if you have any problem then you can contact me. Now the first sum is Now there's a triangle. Now there is a right angle triangle ABC. ABC is a right angle triangle. Now it is right angle at the point B. That means angle B is equal to 90 degree. Now AB is given 4 centimeter. Then BC is given 3 centimeter. Now you have to find the trigonometric ratios of the angles A and C. Okay. Now it is B 90 degree. Okay. So let us make this one B. Okay. We don't need all these things right now. This is B. So it will be AB. So this will be C. So this is A. So right angle at B. Now this is angle theta. Now AB is 4 centimeter is given. So AB, this one. So this is 4 centimeter and BC, that means this one is 3 centimeter. Now according to Pythagoras theorem, this square 4 square plus 3 square will be equal to this one AC square. AC square. So what will be AC? If you calculate, this is 16, this is 9, 16 plus 9 is 25. So AC will be root over of 25. So it will be 5. We are taking only the positive value because these are basically the sides of the triangle and sides of the triangle can't be negative. Okay. So this is 5. Now I am showing you one trigonometric ratio of the angle A and another trigonometric ratio of the angle C. Now let us consider, now this is angle A. Okay. Now angle A. Now angle A is theta. So sine of A. Sine of A. That means this is theta basically. We can write sine theta. No problem. We can write sine theta. So sine theta will be some people have. This is people and this is have, hypotenuse. So sine theta will be 3 by 5. Sine theta will be 3 by 5. When we are taking angle A as theta, that means angle CAB as theta, which is an acute angle. Now, in this way, you can find cos theta, you can find tan theta, you can find cosec theta, you can find sec theta, and you can find cot theta. Very easy. Now, if I want to find out the trigonometric ratio of the angle C, that means this one, angle C. Now, in that case, what we have to do, now angle B is 90 degree. So this will be C. So this will be C, or we can do one thing. Now let it be A. Now this is not theta. Now this is the theta. Now this is the theta. Okay. Now we can draw the triangle in a different way also. Now let us try. Now this is the triangle. This is the triangle. This is B. Okay. And this is A, B, and this is C. This angle is theta. Okay. Now we have to find sine theta. Now we have to find sine theta in this particular diagram. Now here the perpendicular is now AB. Now the perpendicular is AB. Now AB is 4 centimeter. Now this is 4. Now BC. Now BC is the base. Now this is 3 centimeter. Now this is 3 centimeter. Now this will be 5. Okay, if we do the Pythagoras theorem, the result will be the same. Now sine theta will be some people have. That means perpendicular have. That means 5. See here. Now sin theta in this particular diagram, when angle C is theta, when angle C is the acute angle and we have to find sine of this particular angle, then sin theta will be equal to 4 by 5. Now we can follow this particular diagram and we can find the value of cos theta. From this diagram, we can find the value of tan theta, cosec theta, sec theta and cot theta. Okay. So I think you have understood the sum. Now I am giving you a sum. This is for your practice. Now let us erase all these things because that will create confusion. Okay. Now the sum is PQR. Now PQR is a right angle triangle. Now PQR is a right angled PQR is a right angled triangle. Now angle P is equal to 90 degree. Angle P is equal to 90 degree. Now QR will be equal to root 3 PQ. Got it? QR will be root 3 PQ. Okay. You have to find the value of cos Q. Then cot R and cosec Q. Okay, now let us draw the triangle. PQR, right angle triangle. Okay, now this is the right angle triangle. Now angle P, this is P. So PQR. So we can write PQR. Now cos Q. Now this is cos Q. This is cos Q. So you have to find the value of hypotenuse, you have to find the value of base, you have to find the value of perpendicular. A relation is given with the help of this relation. And cosec Q, this particular diagram is okay with cosec Q also. Now when you have to find cot R. Cot R. In that case, you have to change the diagram. You have to change the diagram. So this angle will be theta. You can draw a different diagram also, because if we do in a particular diagram, a single diagram, that will confuse you. Now this is right angle, so this is P. You have to find cot R, so R. So PQR. So now this is theta. Now here also you have to find this hypotenuse, you have to find the base, you have to find the perpendicular, and with the help of all three data, you have to find this cot R. Okay. So this much for today. I think you have understood. If you have any problem, you can contact me, you can call me. Okay. Thank you. Tata.